Hey guys, this is Animat, and it's time once again that we find out what's in the box! Okay, so first things first, you might notice right over here that I got this ginormous eBay box right over here, and trust me, I am as equally as excited as you guys to know what the fridge is in this big thing right over here. On top, well, as you can see, on top of it is also a lot more different packages. But keep in mind though, this is not the one where I open up the packages though. This is the one where I open up the letters. So with all that said, let's get things started with that aspect right over there. And we are going to begin with Sam Schneider. So let's see what Sam will have for us today. Hello Animat, how are you today? I am happy to write to you again and telling you that I can't wait for more of your awesome videos coming up in the near future. And since Trump is in office, have you seen the SNL Trump skits of late night shows talking about him? Well, of course, I mean, definitely the ones from SNL. They are absolutely hilarious. But in the meantime, here are some extra Angry Birds movie cards that I have. I know it's kind of late to give you this since it came out last May, but whatever. Now for 3 questions. Are there any DVDs and Blu-rays that you want but are not available in Canada? Well, to be honest, the ones that I could think of, well, there's honestly only one that I could think of a DVD that I can't really get it in Canadian stores or anything like that. It's honestly the DVD of Allegro Non Troppo. And the thing is, though, with that one, it's actually a very rare DVD. And sometimes on Amazon, they can actually go for really big prices, sometimes like $80 or even somewhere in the 3-digit mark. So yeah, that's honestly a really expensive DVD right there. But the only thing I could do now is just maybe, if I really do want it, I have to wait and try to save for it. Or maybe just wait until Criterion would decide to go and release it on Blu-ray. I could do either or. Outside of Bionicles, did you ever collect Lego toys when you were a kid? Honestly, I've had a few Lego sets that are not Bionicles, but honestly, my main aspect was just Bionicles, and that's it. How many art of books do you own? I honestly don't know. I have collected a few, but I've never really counted. But for now, I'll just say probably a little bit over a dozen. So I'm just gonna go with that. So somewhere between 12 and 20. So I'm just gonna go with that for now. Okay, wait a minute. Well, that's all for now. See you later, dudes, from Sam. P.S. How did you come up with that catchphrase? I honestly don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. Okay, so with that said, let's go and check out some of these little cards that I have received. So apparently, like, we got this art with the Mighty Eagle. A lot of them are more based on, like, you see that some of them are more artsy based, like pop art inspired. Some of them are based on screenshots from the movie. Then what else? Well, then, like, some of them it looks like you can make as decorative wallpapers for your desktop. Then we got another one that's like the pigs arrived in the on the boat and stuff. Then we also got another pig thing. Then we also got the girl who barely even did anything in the movie. Let's just be honest, she was just there. And then finally, well, we got the little anger management class right over here. So that's Sam's little part in this episode. So I just want to say thank you so much for writing, Sam. And let's now move on to Cecily Jett. Oh my god. If you guys remember in the last episode of What's in the Box, this is the person who was actually mad at me for not reviewing Rock Dog. So, oh boy, let's see what the continuation of that will be. Oh my god, this is gonna be exciting. Okay, well anyways, it reads, Matt, don't laugh me off like you did in the last episode. Like I stated in the previous episode, You could have reviewed Rock Dog once it hit store shelves, but you demanded a $75 ransom. Or in other words, $75 a month on my Patreon. And you know, I just want to say right now, ironically enough, in Canada, it did not even hit store shelves. Like, even if you go on Amazon.ca, the Rock Dog DVD and or Blu-ray, or I think it's just on DVD, like, the Rock Dog DVD, you have to, it has to be imported from the US. So, like, it didn't even hit the shelves in Canada. Alright, back when you still had morals and couldn't review Hoodwink 2 in theaters, at least you had the decency to review it once it hit DVD shelves. Well, that's because I could, and that was like a long time ago. Oh boy, how things have changed. By the way, Lutoon's reviews are lame, and his Rock Dog's review is no exception. Okay, that is a lie right over there. Lutoon's reviews are really awesome, and I highly encourage you guys to go and check out Chad's reviews on Lutoon's. We didn't want a Rock Dog review from him. We wanted a Rock Dog review from you. Now, do your review like you promised at the beginning of the year. Same goes with Spark's review as well, from Cecily. Okay, here's a little assignment. Point to me where I made that promise. Point to me where I said specifically that I promise I shall review Rock Dog. I just want to know from that, alright? Just do that little assignment and see if it has to be mandatory that I must review an obscure animated film like freaking Rock Dog. I mean, what the fridge, man? Seriously. Alright, anyways, whoops, fudge nabbit, some fell. Okay, anyways, moving right along. Let me just put the stuff right back here. Alright, next up is going to be from, Nasaya Luciello? From Nasaya, I think? Hold on. I'll probably get a clear explanation once I see the letter itself. So, let's see. Got a few things. Ooh, and a few coins. Okay. I'll see that a little bit later. Alright, but anyways, let's get back onto the letter. Which one is it? And, oh boy. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Nasaya. Okay, so the name is Nasaya, and apparently she wrote really big, or he, anyways. Hi Animat, it's Nasaya again. This time I sent you a quarter and a nickel. Woo! I love your videos. I hope you have a great day, and sorry I haven't written to you in a while. There was something I had to finish first. By the time you read this, I'll be 20 years old. My birthday was the 15th. Oh, well, happy belated birthday. Now for the questions first. Have you seen Walt Before Mickey? It's kind of like Saving Mr. Banks, except it's the story of Walt and how Mickey came to be. Honestly, yes, I have seen it, and honestly, it's a little bit of a mix. There are some good things about it, and then there are some things that are rather questionable. Maybe it is good as it is, just as a movie on its own, but in terms of the historical accuracies, yeah, honestly, it's really debatable, and what many historians would say is just the best thing to do is just read the book that it is based on. So, like, at least in there, you'll get a lot more accuracies on how the story of Walt Disney came to be before he would ultimately create Mickey Mouse. Anyways, next question. Which Cartoon Network character are you looking forward to talking about when you do your next animation look back? Honestly, while you guys are watching this, or actually, by the time I am recording this, I am still in the writing process of Animation Look Back Cartoon Network, and I will say that probably the one that I am excited about is some of the earlier stuff, like Ed, Edd and Eddy, and Samurai Jack, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like, just the ones from the beginning of Cartoon Network to somewhere in the mid-2000s. Honestly, I'm just really excited to just go back into seeing these old characters again, because like as a kid, I was a major Cartoon Network boy, more so than a Nickelodeon boy. Alright, last question. Disney was going to make an Epic Mickey movie. would you be excited for it? And what advice would you give Disney on how they would make their video game into a movie? Well, that was just a once upon a time, and it was an idea suggested, but honestly, it would highly depend on what it would be. Would it be like a continuation, like Epic Mickey 3 would become a movie, or is it just going to be the first game adapted into a feature film? And if they do, honestly, the best thing would be just stick close with the people who made the video games. And honestly, with something like Epic Mickey, it would actually be a lot more easy to actually take that into a feature film, considering that Epic Mickey is actually more of a story-driven game. So, at least on that aspect, it can work out a lot more than adapting something like Mario or any of the other Nintendo properties, or something that is centered a lot more on the story, more so than just the gameplay. So in that regard, I don't think it should be too hard. So as long as you got a story right, then you should be all good. Anyways, that's it for now. That's it now. Like you say, see you later, dude. All right. And one more thing is that apparently we actually got a little drawing of I don't know how to say his name, but Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. I know you guys are a lot more familiar with it than I am, but yeah, so we got a little extra drawing right over here. All right, so thank you very much, Nasaya. All right, next up we got right over here is coming from Becky David. Oh, dear God. Oh, this is a little continuation of this. All right, so Animat, I don't think you handled Cecilia's response from the last episode in the proper manner about the Rock Dog review. I understand it's a lot of trouble to go to USA just for a Rock Dog review and that online downloading is illegal, but you could have reviewed it in the minute it was on Blu-ray and DVD. Instead, you laughed off Cecilia's suggestion without really addressing it, telling her to leave. I did address it, though. And I mean, for God's sakes, it's just freaking Rock Dog. Anyways, please do the Rock Dog review like you promised in your top 5 best and worst of 2016 list. We shouldn't have pledged $75 just for a review that could have been free, like all the 2017 releases. Becky David. Is there anything more? Nope, that's pretty much it. Okay, like I said, here's your assignment. Point to me where I actually said that I would promise to do a review of Rock Dog. Point to me there. That's another assignment, guys. Come on. Keep it up. Come on. Do it. All right. Anyways. Let's move on. It doesn't really have an address, but we got a really tiny letter right over here. Maybe it could be a little card, but we'll just have to wait and see what it is. Just got to open it up first. And apparently, oh, it's just a little paper. Wait, is there anything more? Okay, no, it's just a, hold on, what the heck? How do you keep Animat busy? See back. This is how you keep Animat busy. See back. Oh, what? Are you, wow. This is how you keep Animat busy. Oh my God, this is so, oh my God, this is actually really cute. So, it just says, how do you keep Animat busy? This is how you keep Animat busy. See back. How do you keep it? Wow, this is, oh my God. I don't know who the fridge wrote this. It doesn't even address it, or maybe, yeah, like, it doesn't really say. It only says that it's coming from Houston, Texas, but my God, this is actually really funny, I gotta say. Oh my God, whoever the fridge thought this up, good job, man, good job. I gotta say, that is actually really cute. Oops, oh yeah, I almost forgot. My quarter and my dime. Yeah, so, I got an American quarter and an American, is it a dime? Wait a minute. Wait a tick, is it? Yeah, it's a dime. Okay. It seems rather larger than any dimes that I remember. But yeah, so I got a quarter and a dime. I almost forgot about that. It's been on my lap for a little while. Alright, anyways. Next up is going to be coming from Luis Rodrigo Udanenda. I think it's been a little while since I've had a letter from Luis. I know it's a familiar name. But let's just see how it goes here. Alright, dear Animat, Luis Rodrigo here again, and just in case you get confused with my name in the future, it's pronounced Luis Rodrigo Urdaneta. Luis Rodrigo Urdaneta. Okay, Luis, sorry about that, dude. Alright, I want to say that I was pleased that you liked my drawings as usual, and that I enjoyed Animation Look Back Looney Tunes, and that I'm excited that you chose Cartoon Network for the next Animation Look Back. Firstly, I have some questions for you. Is Animation Look Back Cartoon Network made to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the network, and will it be in the style of Cartoon Friday, similar to how Looney Tunes was in the style of the Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner movie? Well, in terms of how I'm going to execute it, I'm still in the works of how that's going to be done, but I'm not going to reveal anything just yet. And honestly, in terms of the 25th anniversary thing, no, it's actually quite coincidental that I'm actually doing it at the same time as Cartoon Network's 25th anniversary. The main reason why I was doing it is because I wanted to bring Animation Look Back back into talking about TV shows, so I just wanted to do it more for that than anything. But anyways, why do you think Cartoon Network is going through a second decline by throwing in internet references and overrating Teen Titans Go? Do you really think the reason why people say that old cartoons are better than today is because of nostalgia? And honestly, in that question, I would have to say, well, honestly, I would probably say that maybe it's because of the management, and also, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not, I would maybe say they're focused a little bit, they're probably focused a lot more into getting into the nostalgia, and they are focused a lot in bringing back familiar properties, even though sometimes it could work, like with Samurai Jack, but then, they want to bring back Teen Titans Go, and then the ratings of that actually worked, so they wanted to also bring back Powerpuff Girls, and then soon they're bringing back Ben 10, and who knows what else they want to go and bring back, but it could explain it, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure on that. What other crossovers besides Doug Walker have you considered doing? Honestly, I don't know, but if there would be any others, I wouldn't mind doing crossovers with some of the other animation critics. I know I've already done one with Joey Tedesco of Cartoon Palooza, but maybe with some of the bigger guys as well. I wouldn't mind doing one with Phantom Strider, or Chad from Lootoons. That would be awesome. Or even Pan Pizza. I mean, it would depend on them to see, if they would be open to the idea, but who knows? It could be something. Who knows? I don't know. Thank you again for taking the time to read this letter, and I have a list of ideas for your next animation look back with it. That's all, folks. Sincerely, Luis Rodrigo. P.S. I just turned 18. I just turned 18 years old on May 2nd. Oh, well. Happy birthday, Luis. Okay, so apparently, he sent me his entire plan for Cartoon Network for me right over here. And then we just got, oh wow. So it's this little drawing right over here of some of the Cartoon Network gang coming in for Cartoon Network on Animation Look Back. Oh my god. I would be more excited to, actually, these are probably the guys that I would be excited the most to see. Immediately, some of my favorite characters, you got Dexter, you got Johnny, you got Double D, and you also got the red guy from Cow and Chicken. So, thank you very much, Louise. Really awesome. Really awesome right over there. Alright, so, the next one that we got right over here is going to be coming from KJH. And let's see what KJH would have for me, or what KJH would stand for. Oh, yay! All this is a freaking letter. My God, this is probably the biggest letter that I have ever gotten. My God. Hold on a sec. I just need to double check on stuff. Alright, dear Animat, I don't feel like revealing my name, so just call me KJH. Oh, well, I guess it'll always be a mystery then. This letter is just some of the questions I have for you. Have you heard about an animated film called Animal Crackers? One of the directors is Tony Bancroft. It has an interesting cast, which he'll list all the names, and it looks like it has filmmakers that's actually trying, unlike stuff like The Nut Job or Escape from Planet Earth. If you do know about it, what are your thoughts so far? Are you reviewing it when the movie comes out in theaters during Labor Day weekend, which is actually around the same time as Leap? Honestly, like, I can't really say right now. I didn't do a lot of research on Animal Crackers. Like, it's one of those movies that I'm not 100% sure if it's even going to be coming out in theaters, like, worldwide. If it's only going to be just the US or something like that, if it would be in the similar veins of Rock Dog. But if it does get released in theaters worldwide, and I would have a chance to see it at my theaters, then we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe I would. Anyways, speaking of Leap, when you are releasing your review, is the movie going to be called Leap or Ballerina? Just saying. I'm actually going to do both for that review. I'm just going to say Leap or Ballerina. So, I'm just going to do that. What animated movie of the 2010s decade would you consider the next Space Jam? Honestly, I don't really know, because Space Jam really is its own unique thing, so I can't really say. Finally, which animation studio is more like Don Bluth? DreamWorks or Blue Sky, and why? Neither, because honestly, Don Bluth is his own thing. Don Bluth has his own animation style that honestly there is no other animation studio that could really compare. The closest would actually be Disney, and that's because the man started his career there and then just grew upon that. So honestly, there's no comparison. Don Bluth is Don Bluth, and that's it. That's all the questions I have. Hope you answer... That's all the questions I have. Hope you answered my questions and what's in the box. And hope till next time. See you later, dude, from KJH. Okay, well, I gotta say, the format that you sent it to me was really interesting right there. Okay, so next up that we have right over here is going to be coming from, does it have a name? From Mr. Cote? So, it's from Mr. Cote. Is it the same Mr. Cote that we're talking about here? Wait a minute. Stefan, did you make an appearance in this What's in the Box? What the fridge? What is going on right over here? So, hold on a sec. Alright. Hey Matt, you're probably wondering why the Shrek I sent you a home patch. Well, every time I've gone to see a Fox distributed family film these past couple of months, they keep giving these patches. And I'm not going to be the a-hole who says no. I think Fox is just trying to be clear out storage. After being given this a third time at the Captain Underpants screening, I thought the only other solution would be sending to you somebody who has a fond with home, as I was, not so much. I wish I could give you a better reward for your impressive video output. I will try to think of something better in the future. Best regards, Stefan Mr. Cote Ellison. Oh my god. So, really? That's all they do? So, yeah, apparently, for screenings for DreamWorks films, they would keep giving this patch right over here. So, let me ask Stefan, they keep sending you home? Like, why? Like, why do they have to keep recycling this? Like, you'd think they would go and try to update it. Like, okay, for home, you get home. For Boss Baby, you get Boss Baby. For Captain Underpants, you get Captain Underpants. But no, they have to keep sending you home? Like, why home, out of all things? Like, even in recent years, it's not really their most successful film, so it's just... Why, though? No, but, like, I appreciated that, like, at least you would send me this, and this is actually a pretty interesting factoid that DreamWorks is doing to their press. But still, it's kind of, like, unusual. I feel as confused as you are about this. Alright, but Yeah, so Mr. Cote, everybody. Don't forget to go and check out his website, Mr. Cote and Friends, where you can check out some of my videos and also some of the others as well. All right, so anyways, coming up next is going to be coming from Noah Tekest. All right, so let's see what Noah will have for us this time. Okay, I think I gotta take off my glasses just to read this one, just to get a little bit closer to it. Dear Animat, hey howdy do, and hi fellow chap. I have complete freedom since summer is here, so that means I can send you my letters and drawings without any assembling buildup. Now for the news. You won't believe this, but recently I decided to watch Waking Sleeping Beauty, and you were right, it is a great documentary. I love the conflict and drama that the documentary presented with the Walt Disney Company in hot water due to the rivalries between Jeffrey Katzenberg, Michael Eisner, and Roy E. Disney. My favorite moment in the documentary is when Jeffrey was something everyone in the studio, and how they reel with him in common. Assembling. Okay, was assembling everyone. Okay. For me, it was really touching because it proves that Katzenberg is not really a bad guy. Sure, he pushed the animators to their limits, which made the pressure hearing from them. But he wanted the studio to get back on his track for the better good. And him feeling sorry for the animators for giving them a hard time and their lives, not so strong moves. He said he understands. Oh, that I understand, Jeffrey Moore. Okay. Anyways, now for questions. Do you prefer animating on ones or twos? Well, if I can be honest, during the times that I actually did do some animations, I am much more comfortable doing twos, because ask any animator and you will see that it would be a nightmare doing it just on ones. Like, holy crap. Only use ones when necessary. For your next commentary, will you do animation look back Don Bluth? To be very honest, it's been a while since I thought about doing a commentary on any of my videos, whether it be like top 10s or animation look back. But let me know, what do you guys think? If you would love to see the return of me doing commentaries on some of my old videos, let me know. That's all for now. Thanks for reading my letter, and until next mail, see you later, dude. Sincerely, Noah. Okay, so anyways, that's not done for Noah just yet. We still got 2 additional papers right over here, so let's see what they are. And apparently it's me. I guess this is supposed to be me, like, as Captain Underpants, just on my way to the movie theater. So we got this one. And then next up, we actually have this, which, hold on, is a simple drawing of Goofy. So yeah, we got a drawing of Goofy right over here. Okay, so thank you very much, Noah. So that's his little part. All right, so next up that we got is gonna be coming from Michael Shirky. So let's see what Michael has. Dear Animat, my name is Michael Shirky, a fellow animation enthusiast from Michigan. I have enjoyed much of what you do for a year now, and I always look forward to seeing stuff from you. I enjoy seeing you talk about classic animated films as well as modern ones and discover a few hidden gems. I love that you go through the history of a bunch of films and talk about them in depth. My favorite review you did is Princess Mononoke, my favorite anime film of all time. I have one thing to say about the film. Many people think that Mononoke herself is the main character since her name is in the title. The truth is that she is the titular character, while Ashitaka is the main character. It's very similar to the Zelda series, where people think Zelda is the main character, but is in fact the titular character, while Link is the main protagonist. My 2 most wanted films I want you to review are Ralph Bakshi's American Pop, one of my favorite animated films of all time, and the other being Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire, my second favorite Disney film of all time. You may know that people sometimes say that Atlantis ripped off the anime Nadia: Secret of Blue Water from a similar plot, but in reality Nadia was a ripoff in itself. It was based on early concepts of Hayao Miyazaki's Castle in the Sky, which both have nearly identical plots as well, and combines characters and locations from Jules Verne's novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Note, I have watched and am a fan of Nadia, but I do feel like it rips off Castle in the Sky. Atlantis took slight inspiration from the novel, but set in a different time period, and most of the film is in Atlantis in itself, with adventure elements from Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider. Sorry for the long letter. I hope you keep making videos and would like to receive more letters from me. Take care, Michael Shirky. Okay. So, thank you very much, Michael. Very nice letter there. And we'll see what happens in the future if I do end up reviewing those movies. Alright, so next up right over here is going to be coming from, well, there's no name actually, from, I think it says Daniel. Okay, the name is on the side. It was like almost covering, it's almost covered by the stamps. So, next up is going to be coming from Daniel. Hello, Animat. It's me, Daniel Vasquez. I am very new to this What's in the Box. I've been a fan of your channel since 2015, and I'm not sure which video was first. It could be either Happy Feet 2 review or the Hoodwink 2 review. I was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I am 17 years old. I'm going to be a 12th grader in August, and I go to the movies a lot. I have high-functioning autism, and I am obsessed with movies and movie theaters. I go to the movies every weekend, memorize all the show times and what theater each one will be showing in. I go into different auditoriums to see how many people are in the room and watch the trailers. I don't watch the movies. I don't want to watch the movie except it's the one I bought a ticket to. Also, the managers at the theaters know and lets me do it as long as I don't disturb the audience. I have the ability to memorize a lot of info in each movie. So I have some questions for you. Have you ever watched or heard of Super Mario Logan? If you didn't, you should watch some of his videos, but start with the ones from early 2014. Honestly, I've never heard of him, but I don't know, we'll see. Why did you give the characters from Food Fight a 2 out of 10 instead of a 1 out of 10? Well, honestly, there are a few characters that are not as intolerable. Like, Dex is not as bad as many of the other characters, but I understand a lot of people just want to see, like, pure hate for Food Fight and just want to see 111 and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like, I gotta do my job, you know, so I gotta be honest. What would you do if got a Patreon request to review a prawn movie? I think he means if, what would I do if I review a porn movie? Honestly, I don't know. I guess, well, first of all, there has to be someone who would be crazy enough to make a request for me to review a porn movie, but, we'll just have to wait and see. If I do have a crazy idea on how I can execute it, maybe I'll do it, but who knows? But that does sound like a pretty crazy idea that I would be willing to try out, honestly, just to see. Have you ever thrown a frozen water balloon at your personal chef and accidentally killed him and summoned the devil to bring him back, but he came back evil and killed your dad and a cop? What the fridge are you talking about? Are you referencing like a South Park episode or something? Anyways, thank you for reading and answering my questions, and I hope you have a good year. From Daniel. Okay. Well, that's from Daniel right over there. So thank you so much for letting me know, for writing me a letter. All right. Anyways, looks like we got one more letter right over here, and it doesn't say who it's from, but apparently this is actually gonna be from France, believe it or not. I think it mentions somewhere that it is from France. Well, it is European, and okay. Anyways, like, I'm pretty sure it is from France, or as I've been told when I got this. Let's see. I gotta figure out how to open this, because this is I've never gotten something like this before. So there we go. Or I think I got it. What the hell? Or wait, it says tirer ici. Oh. I could have easily just done that. Okay, so alright, so we got a letter right over here, so let's see what it says. To Matt Brune, aka Animat and or Electro Dragon 505. Hello there, Animat. My name is Aurélien Beauchesne. I am 23 years old and I live in the suburbs of Bordeaux, France. There! I told you it was from France. Okay. And I have Asperger's syndrome. I am glad to see that via your Facebook account, you are as relieved as I am over the fact that Emmanuel Macron got elected instead of Marine Le Pen. For me, if she was elected as an artist and citizen, my future would be as dark and obsidian. We wouldn't have any way to share or perform and any form of art that isn't France in our country, as well to have any access of some products that harvested outside of France. Even though I don't support all of Macron's programs, at least he has some cultural knowledge that makes him more versatile. I mean, that's kind of the best thing with Emmanuel Macron. I mean, like, I know Macron is not necessarily the best choice for France, but I mean, it's either an option that you get your average politician or you get a psychopath. And at least nowadays, we are living in an age where far-right politicians like Le Pen and Trump are proven to be a lot more crazy, and it does show a better future that we will see a downfall of people who are massively conservative, and like they'll pretty much pay the price for really screwing the world up, basically. Anyways, where was I? But as Charlie Chaplin said, I am a citizen of the Earth before being a French citizen. Anyways, back to this letter. Even if I do not work in animation, I'm a professional horn player, I still do love that media since I was a child. I plan to send you this first letter for a few months, but I was too busy with my professional music lessons. This letter will be divided in two parts. 3 facts that happened since I first saw your channel and subscribed to it. Not by the top 10 scariest Disney moments like many other subscribers, but by your Ghibli look back. And 3 questions. Okay, so fact number 1, thanks to your animation look back and Animat's classic reviews, I came upon some relatively unknown movies such as The Tale of the Fox, The Adventures of Mark Twain, and The Secret of Nim, all of which I saw and liked very well. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Number 2, in your Animat's classic reviews, one movie in particular you have gotten my interest. That was The Thief and the Cobbler, the Recobbled Cut review, which I saw in September 2016. I was literally blown away by the gorgeous animation and the odyssey that the production of the movie went through, even if it's official still being produced. Not only did I download it in 1080p, yeah, I know it's not legal, but I kept talking about it around my entourage and friends, and since then there hasn't been a week where I wouldn't watch this movie once at least. And I also supported the petition of change.org to demand Walt Disney Company to finish this movie, even though I wish that the NAI, National Audiovisual Institute, and the Goblin Studio of Visual Communications should join forces with Gary Gilchrist to finish it. These two establishes are in Paris. And the last fact is kind of sad, but here it is. When I saw your review of Watership Down, I just remember the first time that I saw this movie was the day before the fateful attack over World Trade Center in 2001. Alright, now on to the questions. Did you watch Link the Sun's top 20 Disney villains? If yes, what are your opinions on it? If no, I highly suggest you watch the video, even if it's in French. Honestly, I have not seen it. Anyway, so number 2, will you be doing a classic review of The King and the Mockingbird? That we'll have to wait and see, either if someone will request me for it or if I pick it from the animation hat. Number 3, did you ever went to the Annecy Animation Festival, which happens every summer? No, I have not, but one year I gotta, honestly. That will be all for my main letter. Try to enjoy the rest of 2017. Personally, I think this year is going to be a bumpus one. Ikers arte, that is goodbye in the Basque language, from Olivier Bush. P.S. If the size of the writing is too small, could you let me know? No, actually, it's actually fine. What was it? Olivier? No, don't worry, it's fine. Alright, so that's all the letters that I got for you guys today. So with all that said and done, we are up to the fun part right over here with this big boy. However, I'm not going to be doing it right now. That will be for next time. So tune in for the next What's in the Box. where I will go and have some fun with these things. So with all that said, see you later, dudes!